Hi, I'm Paul Friedman, and this topic of discussion that we're going to have today is about rekindling love when over-familiarity has come into your marriage and really messed it up. What is over-familiarity? This was a very uncommon expression until I started using it to describe what I saw happening with the couples that I was meeting with. And back in 2001 is when I began meeting with couples for the purpose of saving their marriages. Before that, I was meeting with people to end their marriages. I was a divorce mediator in San Diego County. So what happened was I started meeting with people and I started seeing how they treated one another. And I actually listed over-familiarity as the #1 killer of all marriages. And I believe that that's true. Well, there's a lot you can do about this. The first thing you need to do is recall those first times when you got together, when you realized, wow, this is my soulmate. Now, I know there's an excitement when you start dating, and a lot of people date for a long time before they figure out this is not the one. But when you find the one, you treat them with so much love and respect. And you might say, you may be jumping ahead of me. You may be saying, well, they treat me very poorly. It's true what you're saying. They treat me very poorly. Well, guess what? Same thing as what they're saying. They're saying they're being mistreated too. And this is the curse of overfamiliarity. It's not fair, I have to say, that we're not taught these life skills going through school. But this is pretty much a basic life skill, is to recognize that overfamiliarity is that element of awareness of our relationship that transcends the love that we originally got together with. And I liken it to siblings. There's no better example of overfamiliarity than siblings. Girls are willing to point out each other's zits, and brothers are willing to fart in front of each other and call each other names and point things out that you just wouldn't do with anyone else. And in a marriage is really held together by love. I mean, that's the basis of marriage, and that's what brings us together. That's what holds us together. And overfamiliarity pushes us apart. Thank God, all you have to do is catch yourself with this. I mean, truly, that's it. And you don't want to jump into the other killer of marriage, which is expectations. And that means that you expect your spouse to stop being overfamiliar, but it's okay for you. And sure, we have free will. We could literally say and do anything we want. But that's not mature. That's not smart. What we really want more than anything else is we want our marriage to be amazing, right? I mean, you got married because you thought, okay, I'm going to be really happy. This is the man for me. This is the woman for me. And then it didn't take long before you started not seeing each other that way. Isn't it true? And so all you really need to do is stop yourself when you're about to say something. For instance, I'll give you a good example. What happens is, in the beginning, we only see each other's strong points, the things that make them so beautiful to us. I mean, it's like, wow, they walk on water kind of thing. And we talk to our friends about them and our mom and dad and our relatives, and we say, she's amazing. He's amazing. He's incredible. I can't believe it. And that's wonderful. And by the way, I would love for you to put in the comments section, if you would do me a favor, tell me why you wanted to marry the person who you married. Could be one word, could be 10 words, could be a whole story. I don't care. I'd love to hear it. And so what happens is, pretty soon we start feeling more comfortable around them. And then that's the beginning of the end, because we start doing things in front of them that we normally wouldn't have done. And, a lot of people might say, well, yeah, sure. And yeah, well, sure is true for a lot of it, but it's not true for a lot of it too. I'll give you an example. In the beginning, if you heard them say something that was maybe not even appropriate, you would just kind of, look down, but you wouldn't say something. You wouldn't point it out to them. You wouldn't call them a fool or an idiot or anything like that. That wouldn't help you get together. But once you're together, you think, now I can tell them all of their flaws. Whoa, that's not going to work. It really pushes you apart. You see, the bond of love is so powerful in the beginning, not because it's the beginning, but because of how you behave with them. You don't want to change, but we do. And you don't have to. And I think that's the main point of this discussion, is you can actually literally control not just your tongue, but you can control what you say. You could control even what you think. It's true. Now, what I'd like to do now, if it's okay with you, is I'd like to talk to you about what some next steps could be for you. Now, if your marriage is doing okay, but you could use a little help, you can just watch these videos. It's free. Or you could read my articles. They're free. Or you could take the next step. Get one of my books. We have 2 books. One is Lessons for a Happy Marriage, and the other is Breaking the Cycle. And the only difference is one is a little more complicated, because I wrote Breaking the Cycle for when I started to train marriage counselors into our system. Now, if your marriage is really like, oh my God, I don't know how long I could take this, then by all means, don't worry about the money. There's plans that start for less than $10 a week. Get the online course. We have one for women and we have one for men. They're both spectacular. And if both of you, and it's rare, but go to our website. And if your spouse wants to sign up too, they can, but later. First, you find out what it's all about. One thing I promise you is within days or weeks at the most, you will be blown away by the amazing changes that are happening already. God bless you. And please like this video, but more importantly, subscribe so you can get this entire series of the toxins that hit your marriage. I'm Paul Friedman. God bless you and take care.